Hi, my name is Vince Gansberg, and I'm with United Soccer Coaches, and I'm just going to add on to what Steve and Brandon have already showed you. I'm going to show you two things very quickly, I hope. Um, One is called Glide Apps, and it is a free service, and it uses Google. So you need a Gmail account. Once you have a Gmail account, you can create a Google Sheet, a Google spreadsheet into an easy to use app. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So when you start, you want to log in or you can sign up. So you want to have a Gmail account first. So if you don't have one, it's free to make. And so I already have one. So when I signed up with my Gmail account. So every Gmail account has a Google Drive folder. So I'm already logged into my, like I said, Google account or my Gmail account, and I'm going to hit Google Drive. And Google Drive just allows you, it's just a place where you can store things. You can create spreadsheets. For all those that aren't familiar with it, you can create folders, you can create Google Docs. So primarily when I want to use when I want to create a Glide app, I use uh, Google Folders, a Google Spreadsheet, and maybe a Google Form, just depending on what I want to do. So when I want to create an app, and I first off, what am I creating it for? So let's say I want to create an app for kids to learn how to play goalkeeper, right? So I'm a coach. I got some new kids that want to play goalie, and like most coaches, we don't have a lot of time, so we can create an app that they can maybe learn how to do it from home. So uh, the first thing I do is okay, I want an app for a goalkeeper. So I'm going to create a folder. It says Goalkeeper School. And within that folder is where I'm going to put all of my graphics that I might want on my app, maybe documents that I want to link to, PDFs, and so on. So for this one, I just have graphics because I'm pretty much going to use YouTube links on the app for kids to go on the YouTube, but they can do it within the app, and I'll show you how to do that hopefully quickly. So let's say you've dumped all of your graphics in there. And by the way, these little icons, they're called flat icons, and you can there's this website called flaticon.com, and you can download so many free per day. So let's say I want to use this graphic on my spreadsheet. So I'm going to right mouse click and hit get shareable link. And we'll remember this link. Now, you always need to make sure that the link settings are right. Google can be cumbersome that way. But if you hit anyone with a link, anyone can view, and now I'm going to copy that link. So let's remember that I've copied the link already. So I'm already done, right? I've dumped everything in there that I want to use on the app, not including the videos. The videos, they're just going to be YouTube apps. But for sake of time, I've created a spreadsheet. So again, within Google or your Google Drive. So I would normally hit new Google Sheet and hit blank spreadsheet, but I already have it kind of started. So here's my spreadsheet, and it's just titled Goalkeeper School. So it's the same thing as the folder. You don't have to name it the same, but I tend to do that. So let's say I just want technique, the graphic. Those are those little flat icons or any graphic or image you might want to be on the app. And I just want the app to use videos, right? Or for kids to go and watch some videos. So I've already done the bulk of it, and I've simply just copied and pasted those links. But just to kind of show you, so if I were to put like goalkeeper gloves, because remember if you remember right, I took that graphic with the goalkeeper and the gloves, and remember I copied that link. So now I just want to paste that link into this column. So you'll see here I got technique, I got graphic, I got video. I'll show you how those are used here in a little bit. At the bottom, I have techniques and I have training. So you can, like I said, I've already done a bulk of this work early on. And but let's say I want to have a YouTube link. So for the sake of time, I'm not going to go onto YouTube, but I'm just going to copy and paste this and that's how it works. So my spreadsheet's done, and I usually highlight my column headings. It's just for me that it just helps me organize. But so it's already done, and these column headings can be anything. It could be documents, it could be a graphic or an image, information. So it's done. Now I'm ready to create my app. So I want to go to Glide Apps again after I've signed up already through my Gmail. Log in, and hopefully, yep, it'll take me right there, I think, but it'll say sign in with Google, and it's going to link it to my Gmail account. And this is the back end. So now you're in. Yours will be blank. I've got a lot. I've created a lot of them. They're free, but you can upgrade and get more bells and whistles. So what it does is it'll link to your Google Sheet that you created. So if you remember, we created a Google Sheet called Goalkeeper School. So if I hit from Google Sheet, I hit Goalkeeper School and select, and voila, there it is. So I've already started making an app. Now in here, to be honest, you just need to play around. But there's 3 basic layouts: list, component, and tiles. All these other things you can play around with. Here, for example, I don't want that little, so this would be the actual icon that would sit on the phone or the device. And by the way, these apps that you make will not be on iTunes or Google Play if you're an Android user. They're just a link that you share to your people. But let's say I want to change this icon, and I want to use let's use the Glide app logo, that because it's just easier. So this is what it would look like on my phone. Okay, so over here are your tools that you can do to change your app and the aesthetics and how it looks. So just going to move myself a little bit. I apologize for that. So right now, so this is my techniques tab. This is the training tab. If you remember from the spreadsheet, I had technique and training. If I hit this, it'll take me to that video link. Now, I'm going to show you how to kind of how to use remember those flat icons I had in there? I'm going to show you how to get those to show up. So title's the technique, right? So that's it's telling the app to look at the title column of the sheet. Details is this little stuff underneath where it says HTTPS. I don't want anything there, so I just want to get rid of it. Caption, you can put a caption in there, or if you have a caption in there, like text or information or directions. Where it says image, remember I had a column that said graphic. So now when I hit graphic under the image, my flat icons show up. So now it's starting to look more like an app. And if I hit Goalkeeper Basic, now it automatically links to your spreadsheet. So it's that stuff that's on the right side, it usually goes on the back end. So let's say, for example, I don't want the kids to have to click on the link and it then goes to another part of it. It goes to like a third site. I want the actual video to be embedded in the app. So if I go here and I click on over here where it says, by the way, I'm in the components section now. So once you click in, now it goes to components. I can get rid of that link. You're like, uh-oh, now what? So if I hit components, and you can see down here, well, I don't know if you can see audio or not, but there's audio, image, map, video. There's all sorts of little components you can add. You just have to play around, but just for the sake of time, I'm just going to show you how to embed the video. And so it's already going to sync up to the video that I had in the spreadsheet. And that's pretty much it. You know, you can change how this looks. And when you're ready to share, you will hit share, and it'll ask you to publish. And once you publish it, then it'll give you a link, and you can send that link out to your people. That's it. But I'm not going to publish it because I already have one called Goalkeeper School. So if you go to compact, that's just a different look. Again, I don't want those details there. I want it to look nice and tidy. Tiles, that's how that would look. But if I want the tile shape to change, okay, maybe it goes like that. And then where it says details, I just want it to look like that. So there's lots of looks. There's 3 looks you can use. And then when you go in, again, it automatically goes to that YouTube link. So this is a quick tutorial on Glide Apps. I'm going to stop and pause and move on to my second one. Hello again, and just want to show you another quick little program called VoiceThread. Some of you might already be aware of it, especially if you work for a school. Teachers use VoiceThread a lot. It's basically a multimedia platform where you can interact back and forth with your students if you're a teacher, but you can also use it as a coach to interact with your players. So I've already signed up. As you can see here, I just signed up through my email, and you don't have to have a Gmail account for this one. You get up to 5 free voice threads, and technically if I wanted to, I could delete the 5 and then start a new 5, so I would never have to pay. So I'm going to just show you how it looks real quick, and then just to kind of give you a little idea. So I've created, let's say I have a graphic. The graphic has choices, and I want to send it out to my goalkeepers for my goalkeepers to interact with. And so I've uploaded this diagram here, and then I can record myself. I can actually record myself
education consultant. This is a goalkeeper.
So I can record. I can just use text. So once you upload the graphic, you hit this plus, and you decide which way you want to interact. And I decided, for example, this is the video part. And then when they get the link, they can reply. And then when they reply, they get this same look. So they can hit the plus to make a comment. You see this individual, Roy Dunshee, who is a member of our staff, college coach, fantastic college coach and instructor. He just said, well, he'd choose B. And then I can interact back. I can say, good decision. So, or bad decision, or hey, think about this. So that's basically what it looks like. And then just when you're ready, you just share it. That's it. You just share it, and what it does, it makes a link. You then copy that link, and you can send it out via email, and then you get an alert on your end when someone's interacted with it. So it's really quite easy to do. If I want to just create one, I just hit create, add media. There's lots of things lots of sources you can use. You can see here. And let's say I just want to do shooting game. So I added the graphic shooting game, and now I just want to make a comment, or I want to tell them what the graphic is. Again, I can choose my medium or my way of getting through my message. And then when I'm done, I just simply hit share, and you just hit the copy link, and that's it. So it's really quite simple, and hope that you have fun with it. It's actually a really neat little program. Lots of possibilities, endless. So thanks, and I hope you enjoyed my 2 little tools, and Steve and Brandon's tools as well, and hopefully you can use them. Thanks.